Okay, we're recording. Okay, welcome to Transformers Dynasty, May 26, 2016 call. I want to introduce myself. I'm Shannon Clancy. I'm the leader of Transformers Dynasty with the co-leader, my strongest coach, Michelle Garcia. And her coach is Stephanie Boyle, which is our biggest rock star. Right now, if you have coaches that aren't on this call, if you want to go ahead and jump on Facebook and rally them to jump on, because Stephanie's going to bring it tonight. So this is a must-watch, not miss call. It's exciting because it's live. Okay, and then Stephanie, I just want to thank you for being on this call, and it's such an honor that you're taking the time to speak to us and share all the nuggets you're learning. Where this call came from is about last month or 2 weeks ago, I'm not sure when it was, Diesel Nation had a call with Josh Coates. And Josh Coates brought it, and he's a John Maxwell speaker. And just listening to him, I was so inspired. I've seriously listened to that call 3 times already. So Stephanie is, after the call, signed up for the Art of Recruiting class. So she's learning so much, and I'm just excited that she's going to share everything she's learning with us tonight. And then that's something me down the line that I'm looking to sign up to. And he has so many other different calls, leadership and all that. That's really great personal development to really grow your business. I just want to read her stats. She really is a rock star coach. She's been a coach for 9 months and has hit Success Club every single month so far. So she only has 3 more months and she's going to be a Success Club All-Star. So that's just amazing. I'm so proud of you. You're an Emerald coach and so close to Diamond. I see it happening for you so soon. And then you were able to walk away from your full-time teaching job and now have a made Beachbody a full-time income for you. So I'm just amazed with your story and so how far you've come. You just had a baby and you're still managing your personal life with being a mom and coaching and being a wife, and it's just, you're so inspiring to all of us. And then I just want to talk a little about what's going on in the business right now. It's May 26th, so we only have 5 days left of the month to hit Success Club. And I'm Stephanie Boyle right now is Stephanie Bonilla. Sorry, I keep messing up your name. But you're at Success Club 8 leading the way. So it shows that the things that you are learning and you're putting into your business is really working. So, and then there's a bunch of people at Success Club 5 and Success Club 4, and you're only 1 put in the way. And don't give up the month. Success Club 5 is what brings your business forward. What are some ways you could hit Success Club? We still have 5 days, so that's 100 hours or something to make this happen. And Success Club is really what grows your business because you're bringing in 3 brand new people. So if my business wasn't bringing in 3 people every single month, then I don't have people to turn into coaches, and I don't have customers to run challenge groups. So your business just comes to a stop if you don't constantly hit Success Club. So ways to hit Success Club, you need to invite. Lately I've been telling everyone, okay, go invite 20, So what that does, it just gets you out there and gets you inviting and building the relationships and talking. So we constantly need to get in the habit of doing that daily to see our business moving forward. And then other ways, we need to be constantly hosting challenge groups. You should be hosting 2 challenge groups a month as a coach, and we have the holiday coming up, so you could be doing post Memorial Day group is something great to think about for your next challenge group. And then we have summer, so I'm strong for summer. Beachbody's doing right now. Okay, and then free groups like our team and Diesel Nation Fit Fanatics. We've been focusing on running free groups right now because what that does is it turns your warm market into a cold market. So basically, if you only have a certain amount of friends on Facebook, when I started, I must have only had 300. Now I have 1,100. So how did I expand my market? I ran free abs and lunges challenge groups and plank rooms, the clean eating groups. And what I did was what a lot of coaches are doing now is they're giving like a $25 incentive for whoever adds the most friends, and that expands your market like crazy, and you get like 100 people in it. And it's called the funnel down approach, where if you're bringing in a lot of people from the top for free, then it's easier to like sell 10 challenge packs. But if you're bringing in 3 paid challenge packs, out of those 3 people, maybe like 0 will say yes. But if you're bringing in 100 people, that's 100 customers you have to invite for next month. So you can see how the funnel down approach really helps grow your business. And then some of the groups that I see out there, like people running, like the Crockpouch group, the abs and booty group, everyone's focused on their booty for bikini challenges. And then the group that I'm doing with our team is the Beachbody on Demand group. And I love it because there's people that are just not Facebook people, and it's constantly sending like notifications to your phone. And Beachbody's pushing it this month on the National Wake Up Call. They're running a contest where if you start a free group and add 3 people to the group and comment or something like that, then they're awarding $500. Like they're picking 10 people every single week, and they're randomly doing a drawing and giving 500. So it shows Beachbody's pushing it because this is going to grow our business. And it's like all these people, they're checking in every day, and I love it because if I skip my workout, it tells me, hey, you haven't logged any activity into your app yet. So that keeps me on track with my health and fitness, because I'm like, shoot, I haven't worked out yet. And you could choose like at what time you want it to send the notifications. So that's a good coach. And then the coach portal is amazing. You can go onto the coach portal and you could see who's logged their workouts, who's logged their shakes, the last day the person has checked into the challenge group. So there's just so much that my challenge tracker is bringing. And the thing I love is people could download the app for free. They could download the Beachbody On Demand app for free. So all those people that are like, I can't afford to get started, I've been inviting everyone for free. And this month I already have 5 brand new customers from that group. I've been stuck. And now I have 5 new customers. And next month when their 30 days ends, those people are going to have to purchase a program. They're going to have to continue their membership. I can invite them to a challenge pack. So I'm getting them in for free. They're exploring the Team Beachbody page. They're trying out the program. They're seeing all the other coaches in the group posting portion control containers. So I really think this is the way to go. And we can be on top of our challengers with the My Challenge Tracker portal online to really stay on top of our people and making sure that they're on track without having to message people and be like, hey, how's it going? And people feel better about posting because it's not on Facebook and a challenge group. It's an application from the phone. So it's just that easy access, and we always have our phones in our hand. Makes it so easy for them and not to be afraid to post. So I'm just loving it, and the participation is sky high, and it's really working. So there's 5 days left in Success Club, and I believe in all, and you have to believe in yourself and tell yourself, I can do this. Tell yourself you can't, it won't happen. If you go invite 20 every day and tell yourself you can and follow up with all the people in the past, it will happen. Do not let this month go, because every month is basically that foundation for your future. And you guys have these big whys, and I want you all to achieve your why. So, and how do you do it? It's the basics, the vital behaviors and Success Club. And then we have Super Friday in Miami. Sounds so exciting. It's like a country themed roundup event, and Carl Dyko is going to be in town. Autumn Calabrese is going to be in town. So if you haven't purchased your tickets yet, the tickets are up for sale, and go ahead and let's get on board with that, because events are crucial for your business and people see you there. And especially if you get to take a picture with Autumn and just being around your team and coaches, you feel the culture and just the passion, and you hear stories from the other guest speakers, and it just lights your soul on fire and makes you stay plugged in, because without these events, it's just Facebook and people don't tend to take it serious. But when they see you there with all the coaches, and don't think, okay, I'm not from Florida, I can't go to the event. There's events everywhere, and it gives yourself a chance to get involved with the people around you and where you live. So it is non-negotiable to show up to these events. They're only once every 3 months. It's $15 for a ticket. There's no excuses. Be there. And this is a great way to invite guests. You can invite 5 people with you, and pay $5 for their ticket. And they get to see what this coaching opportunity is about. And that could be what it takes to make it real and alive for them. So, and just seeing you there, it's so important. And me, when I think about when I really wanted to fly with this opportunity and when I really started taking it serious, it was being at events. Like I remember my first Super Saturday, I broke down crying, hear the story about this person that couldn't have babies and lost 300 pounds, and now she's married with her kids, you know, and came off her diabetes medication, and just, this is a real person that was there and showed like the pan she had. And now it's just so like being there and it makes it real. It takes what's behind the computer and brings it real. And meeting the CEO and seeing Autumn, like it's so cool to be working out. I'm like, I have met Autumn Calabrese, and now I kind of take it for granted because I've been to so many events 3 years down the line. But one day you will be in my shoe if you keep showing up to events. That's going to make your business. Okay. And then, Coach Summit's coming up. If you're going to Coach Summit, there's the Diesel Nation party at a Mardi Gras, which is so funny because we just had the Mardi Gras like diamond retreat that my sister hosted for her top diners. That like I was so emotional that whole weekend, and when my boyfriend picked me up, I was just like mentally drained from head to toe because we had a vision class, we had a guest speaker, we had the master insanity and size trainer there, and like just a team breakfast, a team dinner, and just hanging with my team, like the 9 of us, and just building that relationships and getting to know each other and hearing like the success they have, and us all brainstorming. And it's just such an experience. And we were all talking about how before Beachbody, like our friends were negative and we used to be those people. And now it's like, we don't want to hang out with anyone besides Beachbody. And that's why they call it a cult, because everyone's just so positive and encouraged and happy. And it's like, I've changed. Before I started Beachbody, I was depressed, you know, I was negative all the time. I was not happy. So those are the people I attracted. So now that I'm in Beachbody, I just love everyone I work with, you know, and this is like the dream job. So showing up these events and build like I built a team, you know, and my sister's built an amazing team. Like one day I have a vision of all you guys having your own teams. And like I came out of that retreat and I'm like, all of us are like, next year we want to host our own diamond retreat. You know, I'm like, when I become a 7-star diamond, I'm like, I'm hosting my own retreat and I'm taking my diamonds there. So it's just, it lights your soul on fire. And just, if you show up every day for your business will grow. And I would do this for free. I love it. So make sure so the way to get an invite to the Diesel Nation party, if you're going to Summit, is to hit Success Club 5 in either June or in July. So you just have to hit Success Club 5 either month, which is very easy to do because you should be hitting Success Club every month, like Stephanie, like Michelle, you know, because that's what's going to move your business forward. That's what's going to bring in the customers, bring in the coaches to build that team you want. Okay, and then that party's going to be on Thursday, the 26th from 1 to 4 p.m. And then if you haven't joined the Diesel Nation Summit page, add yourself to that group, and the same thing with the Fanatic page. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to the amazing Stephanie to grace us with her knowledge on the art of recruiting.
All right, thank you. Well, first, I'd just like to start by saying I'm in no way an expert on recruiting. Like all of you, every day I'm learning and just jumping in on trainings like this one that I'm in. It's called The Art of Recruiting. It's with Joshua Coates. And plus, you know, you've got YouTube. You know, I'm always on YouTube all the time, learning from other top coaches in the company, and just getting all of their knowledge and their wisdom and tips and things that have been working for them and helping them be successful. And so this training is just like another resource that I've just, you know, been plugged in on, and it's been fantastic. You know, I was on the Diesel Nation team call, like Shannon was saying, where Josh Coates was the guest speaker in there, and it was amazing. I hope that all of you tuned in on that call, and if you didn't, please just make it a point to watch and take tons and tons of notes, because it really was one of those game changer calls. And it just left me like super inspired and just motivated. He literally like lit a fire in me, which is why before the call even finished, I was already signing up for the training. He has other trainings like Shannon was mentioning. He has like, I think like a total of 4 or 5 trainings on there, and you can check it out on his site. It's joshuacoates.com. And you have all the information right there on all of his different trainings that he has, the prices, and you can sign up straight from right there. And he even has a free ebook that you can also download, which is great. So, you know, and it's just all great things, you know, and all these are trainings as well. You know, for me at this time, you know, the art of recruiting was the one that I felt was the right one for me. Just like with PDs, you know, you pick the PD book that's right for you at that time. And so the art of recruiting for me and my goals in my business, and the goals that I have, you know, for the growth of my business, this was the training that I felt was perfect for me right now. And it's been worth every single penny. You know, it's a 4-week training that's for those coaches who have been successful with hitting Success Club, but we're just struggling with the recruiting part, you know, with recruiting coaches and working quality coaches for your team. So he teaches you all about branding yourself and how to post and attract potential coaches as well as customers, because we do still want to sell challenge packs. He teaches you how to start conversations that can lead to recruiting. And within all of that, he really gets you out of your comfort zone and builds your confidence so that you're not scared of just, you know, getting out there and sharing the opportunity and talking about coaching. You know, because we talk a lot about our own journey, our health and fitness, and we talk about our challenge groups and our, you know, and our journey, but with our transformation stories, you know, to attract new customers. But with that same energy and enthusiasm, we need to talk more about the coaching opportunity and how it has benefited us as well. So each week in the training, like I said, it's a 4-week training. He has a video with teaching and training and tips, and it always ends with a homework assignment. And that not only needs to be, you know, completed that week, but it's to be continuous and ongoing in your business. You know, we're learning behaviors that need to continue, you know, along the way and make it into a habit, because as we know, consistency is key in this business. And not only are we learning and taking notes, but it's also very, very important and crucial that even more so to implement what we are learning. So I hope that tonight, when you do go back and listen to his call from the DN, from Diesel Nation team call, that you're taking notes and you're creating a plan to implement what you learn. He actually says that inspiration means nothing without implementation. So you need to take the time to implement, and we have to be doers. One of the top problems that us coaches have, that we keep saying all the time, is we don't have anyone to work the business. We have a ton of discount coaches, but no one is willing to do what I do, what we do. And statistically, for every 10 coaches you sign, only one is probably going to want to work the business. So we just have to keep adding till we find the ones who want to work the business. So conversations, you have to have tons and tons and tons of conversations and more conversations. It's just like with our health and fitness with Autumn in 21 Day Fix. She always says it all the time, you know, give it all you've got and then a little bit more. So you just got to keep going until you've maxed out. And Sagi says the same thing. You keep going until you've maxed out, and then you do a little bit extra. You know, so it's the same thing with our conversations. We got to talk to as many people as we can, and then a little bit more. So another problem that we say is that we are afraid. You know, we're afraid to recruit because we're not a success yet. We're not where we want to be in our business yet. And we just don't have anything to give them. So we can't properly train them. So what he says is, if you wait till you're a good leader, you'll never be a good leader. So you have to just, you know, go in with the mentality that, you know, you're going to fail, you're going to make mistakes over and over again. That's just life. But you keep doing that until you get it right. It's just like learning a bike. You keep getting on the bike and over again until you've learned how to ride the bike. So we're always learning. You know, we're always tuning into calls like these and trainings and stuff, because we're always learning. And we are going to make mistakes along the way, but it's the point that we just keep getting back up and we keep going that is what's going to make the difference. Successful people decide to move forward in spite of their failures, weaknesses, and insecurities. So do not ever discount yourself and your potential. You must have to be willing to share the things you've learned. We keep learning and we keep sharing. So even though you don't feel like you're at a point in your business or as a leader that you're able to give something, you know, in training your coaches, your personally sponsored coaches, that's fine, because as you're learning, you're sharing it with them, and they're learning and they're sharing, and you can just back and forth, you know, learning from each other. You know, step out of your comfort zone and give yourself a chance to learn how to be better and do better. So here are some basics that he went over with us during like the first week. Number one, be intentional about your mission. The difference you want to make in the world and the rules you want to go by when doing business. And then live by your mission. It is what you want to do for people. So you think about your mission, about what your mission is. You know, like any business, any company has a mission statement. Think about what your mission statement would read, and then focus on that. Number two, be intentional about telling your story. Get down to the nitty gritty. You know, that's one of the things that he has pushed me to do since starting this training. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm sharing my story. It's Transformation Tuesdays and Throwback Thursdays. If you go to my page, you don't see me posting anymore about other people's stories. You see me posting about my story, because it's, you know, people they're not looking for the perfect person. They look and want to connect to people that struggle like they do. And you want them to connect to you. You don't want them to connect to, you know, Sarah or Joe Schmo or whatever. You want them to connect to you, you know, so that they can relate to you and that they can want to join you. So you got to get out there and you got to share your story so that people can connect to you and see that you share the same struggles as they do, or that you did in the past before. And your story can impact others. You know, be open and honest about your journey so people will feel comfortable to connect with you and approach you. Mental battles, self-esteem issues, etc. You know, not just the physical, you know, because as you know, this transformation is not just a physical transformation that we do when we start on this health and fitness journey. It's inside and out. So it's physical, emotional, mental. You know, unfortunately, we just recently had an unfortunate thing happen to one of our top coaches, Anita Myron. And, you know, I was in tears, you know, yesterday hearing about this and reading this whole situation that happened in her life. And, you know, she lost her baby, in case you didn't know about it, but she just recently lost her baby and she posted about it. It's something like so personal. You know, it's tragic, but she still showed up and she still posted about it, because how many people in the world, how many women out there have gone through the same exact struggle that she is going through, the same tragedy that she's going through right now. And I'm sure that she, by posting this and sharing this, you know, something so personal and so intimate, I'm sure has connected with so many women. I don't know if you saw it, but if you go to her page, there's thousands of comments and likes already on those 2 posts that she posted about just yesterday about what happened, where she's sharing her feelings and she's just going deep in there about how she feels during this time. You know, and so this is, you know, it's unfortunate, but this is what you got to do. You know, you got to show up every single day and connect with people and relate to people. And number 3, be intentional about hitting Success Club each month. That should be a non-negotiable. Challengers, they make the best coaches. You know, I started off as a challenger. Challengers, you know, we live it. You know, we love the products and we're on the journey. So we're experiencing it. And don't discredit the discount coaches, because I was a discount coach, you know, for like a week, but I was a discount coach, you know. So don't discredit the discount coaches. Many top coaches, you know, even started off as a discount coach. You know, when you sell challenge packs, offer the coaching opportunity, offer the coaching option when they sign up, so that they can get the 25% off discount. Because we know that most of our challengers, they're going to fall in love with Shakeology, you know, just like we did. And they're going to want to continue after the 30 days. So offer it off the bat. And as we know, they get the $40 waived since they're buying a challenge pack. So you can start from the beginning in offering that opportunity. And then, yes, they'll start off as the discount, but as they're loving it, going through their journey and seeing what you're doing as a coach, they may get inspired by it. And that whole community, from your challenge groups of all the women supporting each other and encouraging each other, they may fall in love with that experience in itself and want to do it too. Because a lot of times when you just look into your own challenge groups, you can spot the potential coaches right in there, and then just be like, send them a message, hey, you're doing awesome. I love how you're supporting and encouraging all the women in our group. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? You would be awesome at it. Like, you're already doing it in the group. And right there, boom, you just put that seed in their mind, and it's probably something they didn't even think about, or think about that they could do. Because a lot of times people have this notion about what a coach is and what a coach does, and they don't realize that they're probably already doing it just as a challenger in your challenge group. And then number 4, just be confident with your posts and your conversations. He said it in the Diesel Nation call: be arrogant as a rock star and humble as a homeless person. So rock stars, they don't care about what others think. They post selfies all the time and with confidence, so just think yourself like a rock star. Think about the rock star that you love, and that you probably follow on Facebook or Instagram, social media and things, or even the tabloids. Just think about the things that they do and how they do things with confidence, not even caring about what other people think. Everyone wants to know what they're doing. So be willing to pretend that your life is that glamorous, and people will be drawn to you. And then be humble with sharing your story and connect with people. That's where the whole vulnerability and getting down to the nitty gritty and just digging deep. Like, don't just say, oh, I'm a coach so that way I can make money and pay my bills. No, like, really get in deep as to your story, as to where you were before, like how like if you're doing a side by side, this woman felt this way back then, and this is how this woman feels now. Get down and deep, not just about the physicality, how I lost 35 pounds or 20 pounds or whatever, but just also talk about how you felt then versus how you feel right now. Because most of the people, yes, we want to look better, but 99% of the time, we really want to feel better. And that's what people are really looking for, is to feel better. So if you start including that in your story about how you felt, then that will probably connect them even more. So doesn't matter how big or small, just share your journey relentlessly. And you should be doing this weekly. You may think you're posting too much. Trust me, in these past 3 weeks, I have felt that, but it's never too much, because remember, not everyone is seeing your posts. And if you're expanding your network, as you should, he actually says that this should be like a 5th vital behavior, is expanding your network. If you're expanding your network, you're getting new eyes every single day that haven't heard your story yet. So share where you are, where you were, where you are now, and how Beachbody got you there. Because a lot of times they'll see the before and they see the after, but they don't know the how. They don't know the in between. So you gotta share that part too. You're not going to get your business into shape if you don't get to work and put in the work, just like we do with our health and fitness goals. We all have hard times. You can either lay down and give up, or we can stand up with a positive attitude and walk through with courage, faith, and inspire others along the way. Your future is worth all the grind and sacrifice. So you got to dig in and decide to make it happen. Be intentional. Intentionally seek out and reach out to these people. If people don't respond, because tons won't, but if people don't respond, just keep following up. Send 10 messages and 9 will probably not respond. So that only means that you need to talk to more people. If you want 10 people to respond, then message 100 people so that you can get those 10 people to respond. So just keep talking to people and don't give up, because people aren't responding. Expand your network. He says this should be another vital behavior. Use all social media platforms. We've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And every day, just seek out new people. Check out those that like and comment on your posts each day. Reach out and thank them for supporting you on your journey and see if they're on one too. That can lead to a conversation, that can lead to challenge packs. If they're in a journey already, maybe they want to pay it forward and help others. Boom, coach opportunity right there. Okay, Facebook ads. Shalene Johnson, she says that this is like one of the most profitable, best way of advertising is Facebook ads. It reaches tons and tons of other people. And he actually in the training shows us exactly step by step on how to do these ads in detail. That's like a whole training in itself because it can be really confusing. But it takes time and you'll get it. I'm still figuring that out. But he shows us exactly step by step on how to do that and how to get more followers even on Instagram. Instagram is something that I'm pretty new at. I hate Instagram. I like Facebook so much better. I feel like I can connect with the people so much better with Facebook, especially with conversations. But ever since I started with this training, I've been going more into Instagram and getting a lot more followers on Instagram. And connecting with the people that like my posts and going into their profile just to make sure that these are real people and not not companies and things like that are just, because in Instagram people are like happy. So you just go in there and just make sure that these are people that are fit your niche of the target that you're looking for. And if they do, because you can always look at their profile and their pictures and see if they kind of emulate you a little bit and could be somebody that you see in your team, then you go in there and send them a direct message, just like we do on Facebook. Thank you for liking my post. Are you on a journey too? Or you can see in their profile if they're on a journey or not, and approach it that way, the same way as you would with Facebook. And then hashtags, hashtags always helps with that as well. And then the last point that he talks about with us is branding. You have to be intentional about your brand. And this is something that he just, talked about with us this week. And it's something I'm still trying to figure out. Your brand is your identity. It's your personality and how you express yourself. So make sure that the people you're duplicating when you are following people on Facebook, top coaches and things like that, make sure that these coaches, these people that you're duplicating and emulating is someone that you see yourself as. That you're not just copying them and not still being yourself. You don't want to lose your identity, because again, you want to connect with people. You want them to connect with you and relate to you. So if you're copying someone who is nothing like you, then it's not then you're not really connecting with the people. And then you start talking and having these conversations with them, and very quickly you'll notice that there's just no connection. Sometimes, we can find out what our brand is. I know in the beginning, it's really hard to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out what my brand is. And sometimes we can find out what our brand is by those we look up to, because we look up to them because we see something in them that's like us, but just don't lose yourself because you're copying them. You're going to have a tough time, finding people to relate to. Remember, your vibe is your tribe. So you gotta emulate your vibe. You're not selling Shakeology and products and Beachbody. You're selling you, your life, your journey. If people trust you, they're gonna buy anything you tell them is worth buying. Okay, so for example, people don't buy from Amy Silverman because what she has is the best thing ever. They buy from her because Amy Silverman is the best thing ever. The most important 3 words, and this he actually went over in the Diesel Nation call as well, but really stuck out to me. The most important 3 words are be, do, and have. You don't have things first. You have to become something first. And that person that you become will create actions and do things that will manifest to things that you have. So don't wait till you're successful to start doing things that successful people do. You know, start with the belief that you are that person. You know, create who you become. And when you create the person you are to become and do the actions that it requires, then those actions will manifest the things that successful people have.
I hate to cut you off, but we have less than a minute left.
Okay, no problem.
So I don't know what happened with the time because it was supposed to be till 10, but I just want to recap your call real fast. It is amazing. Wow, I'm going to go back and listen to this. But the 5 things we could take away from this call is you have to be intentional about your mission and then live your mission. So what that means is your why. So in order to be intentional about your mission, you have to know your why. So take away from this call, I want you guys to refine that why. Then the second thing, telling your story. So that means telling your story every single week. Like Stephanie said, these are key things for our business. Hitting Success Club every single month. And offering the coach opportunity, because you can't just sell challenge packs. And then be arrogant with your posts. I love that because confidence is very attractive, you know, and people want what you have. Passion is everything. And then branding. You have to show yourself. You have to find your brand. You know, who am I? We talk about these 5 things all the time. So that's what I want you guys to take away. Stephanie, is there one thing you want to like recap? The one advice that you would give to us leaving this call?
My biggest advice will be to do the training. That would be my biggest advice, to do the training, because it's worth all of the money. And also in our training, we're reading for PD is the 10-time rule. And that book is a huge game changer. And I have learned tons and tons of tips just by reading that book alone.
So we're all going to go out and get that book.
Yes, go ahead and get that book immediately and go onto his website, joshuacoates.com, and sign up for his trainings. He has tons of trainings, different trainings.